So part two of this, part two of technology and why you're seeing what you're seeing. So the reason for all this extra work, why companies have to shut down, why people are extra aggravated, why it seems like everybody's pissed off, why your cashier is stoned, all these different issues. It's because of outdated technology. When these people bought these systems in the 90s and the 2000s, they did not think they were going to have to buy all new systems in 10 years. But think of it as your brand new car. Think if you buy a 2012 car with power windows, power steering, all the bells and whistles. You got the best power radio with all the little knobs on it. You have a touch screen with GPS. You got a heat seater. You got some magic button that turns the back into a flat that takes the seats down for you with a motor. Okay, great. You got this nice car in 2012. By 2016 and 17, you need a new window opener. The back seat doesn't close all the way. There's a space. And your GPS screen seems to have a blue spot in the corner. Now, that's not a big deal. You bring it to the repair guy and he repairs it. But when it comes to a corporation, they send it back and they get a new one. So when our register isn't working, or if the lottery isn't working, or at Market Basket if something isn't working, you send it back to the hospital and you get a different used one back. But they're all old now. They're all the same model from 15 years ago. They're just trading them out for ones that work a little better until they finally stop complaining. But they all are old. They're all old components. You can only pimp out old technology so much. We have new 2024 software, and our last software was a 2021 software. That's a big jump. And we're using the same screen, same technology. So that's why you're seeing this today, is nobody's making enough money to invest thousands in stuff like this. Yet, we have a whole system based on this. And that's why the tech industry is cleaning up. That's why a lot of these big corporations are buying up our food supplies. Because they have the money and they know more money is about to come. Our government is going to have to bail out the tech industry by giving the tech industry billions of our taxpayer dollars so that all these corporations can get new computers, and then we do not get our services. This doesn't need to happen. The corporations should be responsible for their own equipment. If Boeing has a problem with their planes dropping out of the sky, I don't want my taxpayer dollars bailing them out the next year. That's problems with their equipment. You're losing money and going out of business because you're killing people and not keeping your company safe. If you cut your CEOs, if you cut everything and you start putting money into the people that are buying your services, then that wouldn't happen. But I hear every day that people are afraid to fly because of all these videos of planes falling out of the sky. All because some bolts weren't put in. That's another thing. People aren't doing their jobs nowadays. And you want to know why that is? Because people can work 40 hours and still not make their rent. Who wants to live in the woods and work a full-time job? Who wants to raise a kid and work 2 full-time jobs and never have any time to raise him? Nobody. So they leave the bolts off the plane crashes, and then the government bails everybody out, except for the people. We suffer.